welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and this is Birch and Lily, where I talk all about the knitting and cross stitch that I have worked on over the past couple weeks. Today is the knitting episode. It is November 9th and I have a decent amount of things to show you this time for once. I do want to apologize in advance. I have gross nails. My hair kind of is gross. We are retiling our kitchen and you may hear it in the background if my husband is cutting tiles. But the dust is just everywhere. I can't keep clean. And I was grouting. It's under my nails, so I hope it doesn't bug you. It shouldn't, I don't think. But yeah, just so you know, that is why I look like this. Anyways, before we jump on in, there are two places on the internet that you can find me. The first is on Instagram at birch.and.lily, and the second is on Ravelry at birchandlily. So I don't have any finished objects this episode, so let's jump into works in progress. On the note of tiling, I also don't have show notes, so I'm just going to be winging it, and hopefully this goes well. Okay, first bag that I've grabbed. I do know what's in here. This is my husband's pair of Christmas socks. I am knitting these out of a yarn from Eat, Knit, Dye, and this is called Assistant to the Regional Manager. And I have put a little bit more into this pair of socks. Not tons. They're slow going. He has massive feet. I say this every time. He's a size 12. But I am knitting these up on 2.25 millimeter needles, which is a US one, and I cast on 68 stitches for this pair of socks. I did put in a traditional slip stitch heel flap and gusset, and the cuff is a 2x2 rib. Yeah, I won't spend too much time on this. Typical stockinette vanilla socks, so have worked on these, and Christmas is getting close, so I should work on them more. But thankfully it's my husband's gift, and he already knows he's getting them, so if I work on them up until Christmas Day, that's fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, just as a little sneak peek for what's going to be coming later in the episode, I do have a giveaway this episode, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I will announce that closer to the end and give you all the information that you need. So that is that. Let's jump to the next item. Okay, so this bag is from a collab from Lost and Found and Woolberry Fiber Co. That previous one was from Birch Grove, but this is not available anymore. It was like a limited time collaboration. Anyways, this bag holds my Mellon Headband. I have been working on this for, I swear, forever. It's a complicated pattern with a really long repeat, so I don't pull it out super often unless I can really pay attention. So I got the tiniest little bit done on this, not much. Yeah. This yarn is from Homespun House, and the colorway is Elberberry. This was a club colorway. I'm not sure if they have anything similar in their shop right now, but it's a beautiful colorway. And yeah, Mellon Headband. Basically, you knit one big long sock tube, and then you connect it together when you're done to make a headband. But it has beautiful cables on it, wrap stitches, all sorts of pretty stuff. So yeah, just the tiny bit done on this. What needle size am I using? I am using a 2.75 millimeter needle. That is a US 2. Yeah, I need to get this done. The weather here has been absolutely gorgeous. I thought it was going to be cold for a while because we had a really nasty cold week, and then all of a sudden this week it's been 22 degrees Celsius again. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm not complaining. That's a funny little hair. I'm not complaining. It's beautiful. It's been perfect for us tiling the kitchen because we can keep the windows open. But yeah, I should get this done for when it actually snows. It's pretty. Really like it. And I'm not a toque person. Really, I don't know. It keeps me too warm, where a headband is perfect because it covers my ears, and that's really all that gets cold. So yeah, I really should get this done. A another pair of socks. These are in another Birch Grove bag. This is my pair of socks for the, why am I blanking on this? Sock Vent 2020. We haven't announced any details yet. I don't know 100% what is going on, but I do have my pattern ready now at least. One is inside out because I haven't wove the ends in on it yet, but that's okay. I will show you just the stockinette portion because I don't want to give the pattern away just yet. I like it to be a surprise for Sock Vent. Let's see. There. This doesn't show much. I have both pairs of both socks done, the whole pair done. So without giving too much away, they are finished. I just have to get the pattern written up and out to testers, and these will be ready for the Christmas Advent season. Sock Vent, if you didn't know, a whole bunch of us get together and we basically just offer sock patterns at a very generous discount for a portion of the month of December. And we call it Sock Vent because it's like a sock advent. So this will be my contribution. This yarn that I did use for these is from Autumn and Indigo. It is their classic sock, and the color is Cayenne. So glad these are pretty much finished. Like I said, I just have a couple more ends to weave in. Gotta block them, and then I have to take pictures and write up the pattern. So I am happy that they are done. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. Okay, let's do another pair of socks. This bag is from Studio in the Green. This is one of my final Christmas presents that I have to get done. I am knitting this out of a Good For You yarn. This is their Kettle Steps base. It is, I can't remember the exact portions, but it is baby llama, merino, and nylon. So this is what I am using to knit the pair of socks. I don't know the colorway. It just has a number on it, but I remember once that I looked at the website and they do have names. I don't know. This is the only purple one from what I remember on their website. So if you're interested in this yarn, check out Good For You. And I will have it linked below as well. But this is my pair of Humbug Socks that I've been working on for a little while. These are going to be a Christmas gift for a friend of mine. Just a relatively simple pattern. If you're kind of just jumping into pattern socks, this would be a good one for you. So yeah, the Humbug Socks by Ambrose Smith. It's very simple, knits, purls, and then there is one like decrease stitch and then yarn overs. So that gives it those eyelets. Hopefully that's focusing. That gives it the eyelets, and yeah, slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And now I'm working away on the foot. I have to knit this for a size 8.5 foot, so I'm getting close. I cast on 64 stitches for these on 2.25mm needles, 2x2 rib. The pattern does call for something different, but I wanted a nice snug cuff since this is a gift. So there's not as much leeway to fiddle with stuff with it. At least in my mind there isn't. Anyways, so yeah, I've got a little bit done on these as well. I have mentioned this on my Instagram. I don't know if I mentioned it here on YouTube yet, but my knitting mojo has definitely been like in the tank. So I've been trying to work on knitting stuff, but I just really haven't been feeling like it. I've been cross-stitching a lot, which is good. At least I have something that I can do, but I really need to get my knitting mojo back. There's stuff I need to get done. There's stuff I want to get done. So I've been trying, but that is why there's mostly such tiny amounts of progress on all of these projects. Maybe it'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll see. But yeah, Humbug Socks. Gorgeous pattern, very simple. The repeat is easily memorizable. I had no problems with that at all. It's all in my brain now. So loving these socks, excited to have them done and gifted. And I have to say, this yarn is so soft. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if you can see the halo that's on it. It almost feels like there's a little bit of mohair in there, which it's not mohair, but something about that baby llama in there I think makes it so squishy and soft. And it was very decently priced. Like I think I paid 10 bucks for these skeins, or for this skein. I don't know if it was a sale or what, but very reasonably priced when I purchased it, so beautiful yarn. Okay, let's jump into a sweater. This you haven't seen in a while. I haven't worked on it in a decent amount of time, but this is my Nurtured sweater, a pattern by Andrea Mowry, and I pulled it actually back out today, and when I was taking a break from tiling, I got a decent amount done. So this is squished into a bag by that crafty little fox. I should almost switch it over into a larger bag because I'm running out of room now that the sweater's getting a little bit bigger. But I'm knitting this out of some Woolberry Fiber Co. yarn, their Berry Natural Worsted Base. It is a 100% non-superwash merino yarn, and this colorway is called My Favorite Sweater, which is pretty dang... I can't think of the word. The perfect name. Different way to word it. It's the perfect name for this color because I swear this sweater is going to be a favorite of mine. So, love this yarn. The whole sweater is just one color. So I am alternating skeins, of course, because it's this hand-dyed yarn, and if you don't, you get striping, and I don't want that. So, both of my sleeves are now finished. Not much to say about them. Very easy. The stitch pattern on this is also very easy. It's a 4-row repeat, and I have it memorized, so that makes it go really fast. The only thing I had to remember on these sleeves was every time that I increased, so yeah, really happy with these. They're so squishy and soft as well. For a non-superwash yarn, this feels amazing. I love it. It's not itchy, which was my concern with non-superwash, or one of my concerns, but it's not itchy at all. I just have to be careful when I wash it, that I wash it in cool water, hand wash it in cool water, and do not accidentally put it in the dryer, because that would felt it and I would be very sad. But yeah, both sleeves are done, so that's awesome. I love that this pattern has you knit the sleeves first and then gets you to knit the body, because I hate the sleeves. They seem to take forever. So now the sleeves are done and I'm onto the body, and that's wonderful and flying. And yeah, I really like how this pattern is written in that way. So we'll see how I feel when I get further on the body and then have to attach the sleeves. Then I might feel differently, but so far so good. Like I said, I have cast on the body, and I just need to untangle my yarn here. The body is cast on and started, and it is going pretty good. Got all of the ribbing done, and I have moved on to the main pattern and done a couple rows on that. I think I finished one. No, I got half a repeat done. I didn't even finish a whole repeat. But yeah, the body is cast on and ready to go. I am knitting this in the medium size. I usually am a small, but I wanted to make sure that this was nice and boxy and not too snug, so I decided to up my needle size, no, my stitch count. I decided to up my stitch count so that I was doing a size medium, and then I actually dropped my needle sizes a couple. So for the body needle, I am using a US 6, a 4mm knitting needle, and what is my ribbing needle? I can never find the little numbers on these. A US 4, which is a 3.5mm needle. So I think the pattern called for a size or two up from that. I always find that I drop a needle size or two when I'm knitting Andrea's pattern. She must have a very, very tight gauge, because I can never match it. But yeah, now that I've got the body going, I'm really, maybe this will get my knitting mojo back, because I knit on this for a couple hours today, which I haven't done on anything in quite some time. So I will definitely be keeping this out at least, so I can reach for it and grab it when I feel like working on it, and then hopefully that will get me back in the mode. It flies so much too compared to knitting socks and all of that, because the needle size is bigger and the yarn is bigger. So I think I like the satisfaction of seeing it grow a little bit faster, and that's kind of helping. Yeah, because today was literally the first day I have knit for a long time, in quite a while. Anyways, I'm rambling about that, but hopefully this is bringing my knitting mojo back. That is my hope. I think that's everything I have to say about this. If I missed anything, please tell me down below. Like I said, I have no show notes this time, so I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, and I may have missed something. So, I have one more item to show you guys. So, the final thing that I have to show you also pertains to the giveaway, which is super exciting. I cast on another pair of socks for my little niece. These are quite a bit larger than the ones I cast on before. They are a toddler size, actually. And the reason I cast on a toddler size pair of socks is to show you the giveaway item. So, I was contacted by Casey of the Sleepy Chickadee shop on Etsy. I have her business card right here, and I will make sure to link her shop down below for you guys and her Instagram. But, like I said, I was contacted by her, and she wanted to give me a couple pairs of her sock blockers to try out and show you guys. And I did ask if she would be willing to offer a pair as a giveaway, and she was, so I have a pair to give away to you guys as well. But these are, I hope you can see, this black is sparkly. I don't know if you, oh, there we go. But, yeah, really pretty and sparkly. This is the pair that she made for me, as well as I have a baby sock blocker pair as well, but this is the toddler size. So, like I said, I cast on a pair of socks for my niece. These are the Rye Socks, which is a pattern from Tin Can Knits. And I can't remember what yarn I'm using. This is Desert Vista Dye Works in the colorway Hydrangea, and it is the sparkle sock base. I'm just using up some scraps to make these socks because you don't need very much for a little pair of toddler socks. So yeah, I am following the Rye Socks pattern to a T. I cast on for the baby size, which kind of shocked me because they turned out being toddler size. I don't think it has to do with my gauge. The amount of stitches that I cast on at the beginning did feel a little much to me. Because when I do my like little itty bitty newborn socks, I cast on 32 stitches for those, and these were 40, and that's a lot bigger than the newborn socks. So I think if I was to try and cast on something in between those two, I would maybe do 36, and that would be a good like baby size, not newborn. But she'll have a toddler pair of socks too, and she'll just be ready ahead of time. So yeah, this pattern is beautiful. Like I said, 40 stitches. This is a 2x2 rib, slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, and then it has this beautiful garter. Yes, this is garter. This beautiful garter stitch pattern on the front of the sock. And yeah, this was a couple hours of knitting. It goes really fast, so not too bad at all. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say about these. 2.25mm needles, US 1. I might have forgot that. That should be everything. So let's jump into these gorgeous sock blockers. So like I said, these are from the Sleepy Chickadee shop. She was very generous and offered these to me and to you guys. So I will give you the peek. These are all 3D printed. And I have to say, my husband 3D prints, and I hear him and all the stress that it gives him when he's working with his 3D printer. Stupid curly hair. His 3D printer down in the basement. So I definitely know how much work went into these sock blockers. So this is my pair. And they are perfect. Like, he had a look at them. He was very, actually I'll hold them over here, very curious when the package came in the mail. And he had a look at these and he was very impressed with her print. He said it was very, very well done, high quality. So it has his stamp of approval, you know these are good. But I really like them as well. I'm really excited to have a toddler pair of sock blockers because I have like everything else. I have newborn baby size. I have all the adult sizes, but I don't have a toddler pair. So I think this would work well even for like younger kids as well. It's definitely, I guess the only thing I'm missing now is like preteen. But even then I guess their feet are pretty big by then. Who knows? I know nothing about kids. But I'm really excited to have these, just to have another size option in my arsenal of sock blockers. So this is one of the pairs she made for me. Like I said, it's out of this black sparkly plastic. And the other pair is the tiny little baby ones. So actually, let me grab my other newborn blockers so I can compare them for you. So I would definitely call these baby blockers because compared to my newborn ones, they're definitely, let me line the heels up, a little bit larger. So they would definitely work for a baby that is not a newborn. But yeah, otherwise, lining them up to, I guess I should just hold one, not both of them. Lining them up. Otherwise, the leg is definitely similar, which is good. Yeah, it's mostly just the foot that's ever so slightly bigger and longer. And I hope that comparison helped. I don't know. Today is a day, but I really wanted to make sure that these were in this episode to give away for you guys. So my apologies if I make no sense. You can always ask me questions. So yeah, these are the baby blockers, and if I hold them up to the toddler ones, there's a size difference. I'm really happy with both of these. They're, like I said, gorgeous. They have everything I need in a sock blocker. They're durable. They have the holes in the top so I can hang them up to dry, and they've been working really well for me. So I haven't actually dried a pair on them yet, but they're plastic. Like, that's gonna work totally fine. I have nothing to worry about, but I am very impressed with these, and so is my husband. So after that big spiel, I have a pair for you guys. I have a pair of the toddler sock blockers in this beautiful color here. I would call it like gray with a blue leaning tint, if that makes sense. I'm bad at colors too. But I have this beautiful pair of sock blockers to give away to you guys. Well, I just ran out of space on my phone and I had to delete some stuff, so if I look slightly different, that is why. Anyways, let us give the giveaway info. This is what you need to do to enter this giveaway for this beautiful pair of sock blockers. First of all, you need to be subscribed. Second, like this video. And third, leave a comment down below of what you like from Casey's shop. I will have the link to her Etsy shop down below in the description. Give her a check out and comment down below something that you like from her shop, something that you're missing in your knitty arsenal, I guess. She has beautiful stuff. Actually, I totally forgot about these and I don't know why, but she also gifted me all of these gorgeous 3D printed stitch markers. So she has tons of different things in her shop that are gorgeous. So like I said, check her out. Leave a comment down below of something that you would be interested in purchasing from her if you were able. And yeah, doing those three things, subscribing, liking, and leaving that comment, will enter you in the giveaway. I will draw for the winner the next knitting episode. So in 2 weeks, I will draw the winner for that. Apparently, I really need to clear my phone. Anyways, thank you so much, Casey, for offering this beautiful pair of sock blockers for my viewers and obviously gifting me some as well. It means a lot. And I'm so excited to finally be able to put all of these on my projects because now I'm switching out all of my stitch markers for these. I love the maple leaf. That's one of my favorites. Anyways, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, please think about subscribing and liking this video. It means a lot to me and it helps get the video out to other people. I do upload new videos every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, so definitely check me out every Tuesday. If you're interested in cross stitch, that will be next week. I alternate between knitting and cross stitch videos. And yeah, like I said, thank you so much for joining me. It means so much. If you're new here, if you're not new here, it means the world to me. I will see you guys again next week. Bye.